Hey Chris, I want to go over the video that you sent just the other day. And I'm not going to go into too much detail simply because you're getting ready to play. But here's really all I want you to see. I basically have the same video overlaid. And so you see here as you move away, you can see that you're going to have the one video move away from the initial setup. And I like everything that happens in here. And you can see that your head just moves slightly back from the original setup, which isn't too bad. I'd like to see it stay right in there. But you're going to see as you come down here, there's a little bit of that move forward right in here where the body moves down and gets you back into that position. It kind of goes underneath the original posture angle. And then as it comes back into the ball, you know, the shaft's just a little bit above it. And, you know, it's not quite in that same angle, but it's awfully close. And so as it goes through, you can see the legs really do come into a better angle. And then as it moves through, you can sort of see how the club goes back around the other side. You know, the only thing, if I was going to do anything, and I doubt I would make many changes right now because you're going to play next week, I just want you to look at it this way. If this is the swing up to the top, and that's where it is, okay? There's the top of your backswing. I love the positioning. It doesn't get any better than that. Now, here's the other one. Now, here's what I want you to watch. If I were to take this in reverse, which if you could hold your posture angles and make this work, this is what I would love to see. The golf club comes right back down here. You remain in those posture angles, and it goes right back down to impact right there. So from the top of the swing, not dropping down there, you can see that's the impact that you have. I'd like to see this come up, and then from there, boom, the arms go right back like this. And you remember I always talked about you swinging the club out in front of you? That's what I meant right there. You see the shaft and the arms have gotten back to the original angle right here. You can see that original Y that was set up. That's where the golf club is. I'd love to see get it there. You know, that would be awesome. From up here, that takes off and boom, you get it right there. But what you're going to see here on the regular swing as you come down, here's what you're going to see. There's that drop. Here come the arms. And then when your hands finally get into that position right here where your other ones are, just look how far back the golf club is and look how bent the right elbow still is. See, I'd love to see that action starting way earlier. The body stay put and then the arms just go. And then that right arm finally gets, you know, straightened down here right at the bottom. I'd like to see it a lot earlier. So again, from the top, if we take this side over here, take it back where it was, here's the move I'd like to see. Posture angles hold, and boom, that golf club goes right there. This is the move I'd love to see. Boom, right there. It's a reversal, I know, but wham, that's what I'd like to see. The golf club from here, the arms just take off, you hold your angles, and boom, there it goes. So again, if we move it down, hold your angles about right here, there's where it's parallel to the ground again, right in here. And let's go back to the other one. By the time this gets parallel to the ground, you can see the body pulls. The right arm really hasn't done much yet, and it's starting to. But you can see that it finally straightens out, you know, right at impact. Now, granted, I'm not trying to take anything away from what you're doing now. I'm just showing you where, if you're going to be the elite ball striker that you want to be, that's where you have to go. Right now, you're pretty damn good. I mean, you're making some great contact. You're making some great swings. The plane of the swing for you has been phenomenal. But what I just want to let you know, and you know me, I'm always going to go back to what correct is. I would just love to see from the top of the swing, the club come up here, set, and then boom, right back down there. And then boom, right back down there. That's always the practice swing that we take. Wham, take it down there. But you're going to see from here, again, you know, there's just a little bit of the body scrunching into that initial move, and then it comes down, and then it just ends up just a slight bit above it. And that's why you still get a little bit of a push. You still get a little bit of block with the drive, and that's why those are in there. But you know, again, to be precise, that's where I'd take it. And just get those two angles just equal on either side. I hope that makes sense. I hope you can see that. You know, this is just moving off of here, going up to the top. And boy, if you could just, you know, get to this position here, right to there, and stay there, and just reverse it. Man, that's where I want that club. Look how this golf club works right out in front. Right over the hands, the right forearm just swings it back out in front of you where it was. That's the move I'd love to see. That's the move I'd love to see. What we have in there again is you can see here the body makes a little bit of a move and starts to move forward, and then the arms come down. Now granted, it's not too far off, but it's enough right here at impact that as you get to contact right here, I think you can see there's the impact position right here, that shaft's a little bit up in the air just from where the original one was. That's all I would work on, keeping your posture angles. That's what I keep saying. If you can keep your angles there and swing your arms down, man, you're going to be a ball striking phenom. I mean, you're just going to be unbelievable. You're pretty darn good at it now, but you're going to be a lot better if that continues to happen. So I hope that makes sense. Keep it up. Again, let's just take this. I'm going to take the transparency out. I'm going to bring you back to one singular swing here in just a minute. Let me go back to the beginning. We'll take this A. There's three of you, so let's go here. Here's one. Let's go back to where you were. And now, what I like about this more than anything else, I'm just going to finish up here. Here's the plane. I think your swing shaft angle is about 49 degrees, which is about right there. So let's put another one right on the tip of your shoulder at 49 degrees. For everybody who's listening to this, this is what I'm talking about with the shaft at the top of the swing. When you get to the top here, and watch where this golf club goes, it goes right up the plane line, perfect position, and the forearms set at the right elbow bends, the wrists don't do anything, and look at this golf club at the top. That's what I'm talking about. The shaft of the club never crosses the left forearm plane, never. These two things are right in line with each other. Textbook right here, textbook. I guess I should say textbook to everybody who's listening because I'm sending this to multiple people, but that's where you want that backswing to go. That is ideal. From plain simple golf, that's exactly where we're trying to get the backswing. But from there, you've got to stay in that position, hold those angles, and allow that golf club to swing down. And there's just a little bit of a minor move there to get the body back into place. And as it comes down, there's just a little bit out of that original angle. And as we get into contact, it's just a little bit up in the air. So again, what I'd love to see from here is just a reversal. If this golf club could just go right back down here where it came from, that's what I'd like to see it. This is what I'd like to see, right back down where it was. From the top, boom, let that golf club go from the top of the swing, boom, right back to where it was. That would make it ideal. All right, keep working. I know you got a tournament coming up. I know you're preparing, and you're doing what you should be doing. Good luck. I'm sure we'll talk before then because I know you're practicing, but have fun with this. You're doing a great job. Keep up the hard work. And I'm really glad you're going to play because it's going to benefit you. See you next time.